Thanks for watching this video, brought to you by a paid sponsorship for Che and Peku's Patreon.
Gramercy, my incredibly cautious, absolutely terrible wizard, had just been psionically brainwashed by a friendly NPC to help with his low self-esteem. It, worked.
Which the other players discovered later that day when we ran into a ghast. It's a ghoul, but it stinks, and it's incredibly dangerous in AD&d.
Now, normally my thin-boned little bird wizard would be cowering 20 feet behind the party, but this time
I had a dangerous new tool. Confidence.
I started by casting Enlarge on myself, which made me big and heavy and had a 40% chance of killing me from something called System Shock, which I'm glad is gone. So I sprinted to grapple the ghast.
If I'm being honest, I thought Gramercy was about to die. And, I wasn't too sad about it. On some level, this is also a story about my incredible backup character, who apparently I'll never get to play, because in an earnest attempt to delete my terrible wizard, I had accidentally created an apex predator. Armor class in AD&D is a little bit of a pain. It starts at 10 and then goes down as it gets better, even into negative numbers. But needless to say, I'm a wizard, so my armor class is the worst it can be at 10. For some reason, your percentage chance to land a grapple is your armor class times 10. So 100%! So we skipped that roll and went straight to finding modifiers for and applying them to the grapple chart percentile roll. Turns out the taller and heavier you are, the more devastating the damage you do will be. My mods added up to 47, I rolled a 53, and that meant that I got the best roll on the chart! He's doing a death spiral, his signature move. That does 7 temporary damage. In my case, it would be 8 if I weren't so weak. And more importantly, the opponent is stunned, which means that they don't get to counter grapple, a system that we're not going to go over ever. I'm allowed to grapple them a second time on the same turn. I get a plus 20% to all grapple rolls. For people counting, that's a plus 67%, which almost guaranteed the death spiral result on future rolls. And I get to grapple and apply damage before they do on the following round. In case you were wondering, 21 damage was enough. It was temporary, but the cleric made it permanent. Now, the chart said I need him over and over and over, but I think we all immediately imagined
Magical Wizard Buster!
Since then, the Graham has been our frontline wizard wrestler and will continue to do so until either Enlarge kills him or until the Graham finds out that the TM has switched to 2E's much more reasonable grappling system and his 6 HP won't carry him through a hand-to-hand fight.
Thanks for watching this video, brought to you by a paid sponsorship for Che and Peku's Patreon.
They're making f***ing awesome battle maps. Just look at the alternates on this map. I feel like I can't help but come up with a story as soon as I see this. They have options for animated maps, printable maps, preset of VTT maps, and even options to use their maps commercially. It's all on their Patreon. Check it out. Links in the description.